Arya Stark, disguised as a boy, is forcibly taken north by a man who warns her to stay silent. At Winterfell, Bran Stark, with Osha's help, explores the crypts, discussing his absent father and the recent history of the Targaryens. Osha is uneasy and confronted by the Stark direwolf. Catelyn Stark, deeply troubled, hides in the woods, overcome with grief. She comforts Robb, who is training with a sword, and reminds him of their need to rescue his sisters. In King's Landing, Joffrey Lannister, on the Iron Throne, orders Lord Payne to cut out a musician's tongue for a perceived slight, while Sansa Stark is forced to watch. Back in King's Landing, Joffrey takes Sansa to see the head of her father, Eddard Stark, displayed on a spike. He torments her, orders her struck by Meryn Trant, and threatens her further, but Sandor Clegane offers her a measure of cold comfort. Meanwhile, at a war council in the north, the Northern Lords, spurred by Joffrey's execution of Eddard Stark, declare Robb Stark the king in the north and pledge their allegiance to him. At Winterfell, Robb is declared the king in the north, to the cheers of his loyalists, as Catelyn watches with concern. Catelyn travels to Harrenhal to confront Jaime Lannister, who is held prisoner about Bran's fall. Jaime admits to pushing Bran from the tower, intending to kill him. In King's Landing, Lord Tywin orders Tyrion to serve as Hand of the King in his stead, forbidding him from bringing Shae to court. Daenerys learns the price of saving Drogo was the life of her unborn son, who was born stillborn and deformed. Daenerys, Jorah Mormont, and the Maiaji arrive at Drogo, who is now in a helpless state. In the Dothraki village, Daenerys tends to Khal Drogo, whose condition is worsening despite a ritual performed by a Maiaji. Meanwhile, Jon Snow deserts the Night's Watch, ignoring Samwell Tarly's pleas. After attempting to leave the Night's Watch to avenge his father, Jon Snow is brought back by his brothers, compelled by Samwell Tarly to recommit to his oath. Across the Narrow Sea, Daenerys cares for her catatonic husband, Khal Drogo, ultimately deciding to end his suffering by suffocating him with a pillow. In King's Landing, Maester Pycelle, in the company of a prostitute, reflects on the challenges of kingship and Joffrey's potential. Nearby, Lord Baelish and Varys engage in a tense conversation about ambition and the qualities of a ruler, with Baelish expressing a disturbing admiration for Joffrey. Disguised as a boy, Arya Stark travels with Euron and other Night's Watch recruits towards the Wall. During a fight amongst the recruits, Arya defends herself, revealing her true gender and swordsmanship, but Euron quickly intervenes. At the Wall, Jon Snow informs Lord Commander Mormont that villages are being abandoned. Concerned by reports of rising threats beyond the Wall, Mormont decides to lead a ranging party to investigate, also hoping to find Benjen Stark, and Jon insists on joining the expedition. Daenerys stands by Khal Drogo's funeral pyre, clutching 3 dragon eggs, while Jorah Mormont urges her to sell them and return to the Free Cities, but she refuses. Jorah pledges his service, begging her not to enter the flames, but Daenerys insists she must, as he cannot understand her destiny. Declaring her intent to forge a new Khalasar of equals, Daenerys frees her people from slavery, offering them a choice to leave or stay as brothers and sisters. She orders the 3 witches bound to the pyre, proclaims herself Daenerys Stormborn of House Targaryen, the dragon's daughter, and vows vengeance against those who would harm her. Daenerys then lights the pyre and walks into the flames as Jorah watches in horror. As dawn breaks, Daenerys emerges from the ashes, unharmed and naked, with a dragon in her arms, and another dragon now flies around her shoulder. Her people kneel before her, acknowledging her as the mother of dragons.